Misconceptions about first dates. There are a lot of misconceptions about first dates, and I'm treating it today.
What's my own? Tell me, I'll ask you now. What's my own?
One, a date is a place to quench hunger. Ask some girls on a date. They're already preparing their stomachs to come and eat. Most times they come along with their friends, though sometimes their friends is for their security, but they're already taking advantage of it because all of them are all eager to eat and eat. No, it's perfectly fine that while you are together, you can actually enjoy a meal or some snacks, but the goal and the focus is for conversation and not for consumption. 2, a date is a yes to sex. Let some guys ask a lady out and she says yes. The thing that comes to their mind is that, oh, they're going to have time for sex, and because they're going to spend on the date. No.
That one we are not going to tolerate at all.
That is not it. The goal there is for you to be able to know yourselves. And if you have any expectations, it's better for you to openly and clearly communicate it and respect each other's boundaries. It's not a time or yes to sex. 3, first date must be expensive in order for you to impress financially. First date must not be expensive. In fact, a lot of amazing low-key places you could have your first date. As a man, you even have to be very careful in the way you impress financially on a first date. If not, that will take the order of the day in your relationship. The main focus is for you to be comfortable and relaxed. 4, first date is a job interview. I've actually been in a conversation where I heard some people talking about the question they asked or they will ask on their first date, and it was really appalling. Like, it's not like a job interview. While it is fine, you're going to get to know the person you actually want to deal with, but there are some questions that will sound rather so private, or more like you're trying to evaluate and know so much about their qualifications, and it can make someone really uncomfortable. While you want to get to know someone, at least focus more on their personality and common interest. Though some people might actually be okay with this, depending on how you roll. So you should be able to understand gestures, you should be able to understand the atmosphere and how the conversation is rolling. But then, first dates are not for job interviews. 5, a date has to be perfect. Many people put a lot of pressures on themselves trying to be the best and the right thing at that first date. Right and best outfit, the right and perfect topics, the right and perfect gestures, or trying to,
How does that now
there's too much, and with that you can create unnecessary stress and anxiety, making you to be nervous. I know with that nervousness you might not be able to flow and express yourself rightly. 6, a date is a one-time opportunity. Some people think that if your first date does not go perfectly, there's no need for a second date. Even if we say that first impression matters a lot, but that does not mean that a first impression will not need a second impression.
I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Because of so much perfection we put on the first date, we may not actually give our best or express ourselves better. So if you find an interest, there's need for you to also give them a second impression to express themselves better, because a lot of things might be a factor on the first date. 7, a first date is not a time to air your grievances. Some people approach first date as a time or a place for them to complain about everything, their job, their exes, their family, and bring in a lot of things they think they need. In fact, it's a major turn off. Some people even do that within the first few days they are communicating. You don't do that. Get to know them. Get to know about your interests, especially when you know what they are coming for. And with that, you can flow. Finally, the first date is about finding the one, or is the one. A date is not a relationship, but it's a gateway to a relationship. Of course, people who are intentional have prospects in mind when meeting people, but you should not put so much expectations on them, thinking they're the perfect one on a first date. If not, you will create unrealistic expectations, and which is putting pressure on those people, and it's not healthy. I hope this helps you to have a better date.
You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it.